So the project charter itself authorizes the existence of a project. That charter is what symbolizes that, yes, a project has started. It's the charter. It's like saying, when you write the constitution of a country, yeah, that means there's a country. Without the constitution, there's no country. Well, I don't know if that is true anyway. So that's the second point. The third point is it gives authority to the project manager. So that's it's just like let me see. Let's say for example, you are Cardoso. Cardoso was nominated as the CBN governor by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Until when you are confirmed by Senate, you are what? You are acting. Whatever you do is in acting capacity. It is when confirmed by Senate that you become substantive. But in this case, you can't even be acting. You cannot do acting project manager. If there is no charter that authorizes you to say you are now the project charter, you are not a charter. Whatever you are doing there, you are just doing around. So that's the power that document has. And please note, it's not all the time that document is usually a formal document. So that's one issue I usually have with a lot of people in class. Most people think that document essentially has to always be. It is good that it should be a formal document. But it could also be an email. Yes, it could also be an email. But it's preferable that it should be a document printable that you sign. That's what is assumed. I've lost money. Even though I teach these principles, sometimes I don't follow them and I get my fingers burnt. Almost every time I do it. Have you gone into projects with people that based on mutual trust? They call you, Gem Consulting, can you do this for us? Of course we can do it. This is somebody you have been doing business with for some time. And then you just take some verbal instructions. And then boom, 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 you deploy money. You deploy resources. You start spending money. Start paying people, start doing these things. And then a week to when you expected, when you think you are supposed to deliver, they call you. They just give the same way they use mouth to authorize you. They use mouth to cancel it. Start delivering. Have you experienced such nonsense before? And then you be like, say you shall pay me. No, but I didn't tell you to start now.
Yes.
I've lost a lot of money to things like this. Because sometimes for relationship's sake, you don't want to use money as a barrier to taking action when some people try to reach out to you. Especially when they are clients that you have done big money projects, big ticket projects, high ticket projects for in the past. They just call you in the name of fast. That guy has speed. That guy, he gives results. That guy, he delivers. When you want things done, call Ibrahim, you handle it. So they just give you instruction. You say, you are running like somebody like that they are chasing. It works for you sometimes, but it could burn your finger badly. Mr. Lako, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. In a serious matter, it happened to me too. In the whole of 2016, when oil price actually went down to as low as when Baba just took over,
okay,
as low as $28
something the dollars per barrel.
Yes, it was very bad. So they suspended a lot of projects and all this thing. That was when Nigeria was officially in recession. So for that whole 1 year, the whole of 2016, I was jobless, no job at all. I was sleeping, drinking gari, and looking at madam's face. Not true. So so somebody now called me. We actually worked together, but then while I was working, was running his company in a parallel level, yes, doing some procurement for Chevron. So eventually resigned and now focused on that his business. So he just called me that can I do as build documentation of a PRMS, of gas and metering this. Well, now me will not get job. I ran the sharp the following morning. Okay, call wire transfer 200 case. Worry. I was happy. We went for site visit, we came back, started doing some modeling and go to go. One Friday like that, just called me. That very week, I went there on Monday. On Friday, he called me that I don't feel she want to cancel. Cancel bow. My first fear was set on record yẹn kò ní ní kí n mú
Dapada.
So why they cancel it? Now through party level that they just told him that they want to do their view. But now when they now presented it formally to the Oga said no, it's not the priority in their this thing now. So they have to cancel it. I said the next question of me, as you could imagine, is Oga, the 200K. He said, no, that one it's not your fault now, so just take it like that. Immediately, I generator on them, and not those they're going to so it happens. Yes, it happens truly. Why relationship is good, build informal relationship and what have you. But when it comes to serious business like this, we should follow all those etiquettes that have been laid down. Like we rightly said, more often than not, if you try to jump all those procedures and what have you, we get our fingers burnt. But relationship bad, former in some of those things. But the people that put the people together, they know what they are saying.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
My most recent experience with this thing. Thank you very much, Salako. My most recent experience with this one. I'm talking about somebody very, very senior in a major organization in the financial sector in Nigeria. Like somebody very, 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 very senior, like next to the MD of that big organization. That person is somebody full of ideas that just throw something at you, and then you run. What actually brought us together was that he threw something at somebody. That person contacted me, and I was able to deliver without using money as impediment, without any formal structure, without any, just rough. So that really made me a bit close to him. And he said, this guy delivers, and none of that. He threw something at me recently. In fact, very bitter. One kobo he no give me. And we delivered completely. Completely, as in deliver. This is your project. We were expecting a lot this time. The new only a lot, down. But, and that's the third time to be happening to this person. The first time he clicked. Second time he clicked. Third time, so fourth time, fifth time, Now, so his own somebody now called me and said, anytime this person reaches out to you, as long as he doesn't attach that project to a project manager from the office, don't do anything. Can you imagine? His subordinate telling me about his own guy that you just be getting your fingers burned, you'll be wasting money. Understand? So as long as there's no structure around it, whatever you work on, let there be a structure around it. It shouldn't just be instruction over a phone call, and then you start assembling team, hiring, bringing developers on board, and all of that. Let there be a structure, even if it means an email with just a one-page document saying, work on this. You understand? And he said, even if he sent an email, don't do it until at least somebody else is copied in that email. So that's a structure. Something officially commissioning to say, work on this project. Not just a phone call. I was thinking about this thing. Can you do it? Says, okay, when will you get me? When will you finish? And then you two, I have started giving it out. We'll finish it in 3 weeks. We'll do demo, give me testing, this, blah, 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 blah. So those are killers. Those are killers.